Hello, Victor. I'm Carl Gullang of Suzanne Jean Flutes. I normally send a letter with all the flutes that I send out, but my laptop recently crashed on me, and as a result, I now have to resort to sending out videos. In this case here, I want to send out a special video to you to let you know a couple of things. First off, I'm shipping your flute today. You should have that flute probably within a week's time. And I hope it arrives for your birthday celebration or whatever you're having, and I hope that whoever you're giving the flute to, that it gives them years of enjoyment. The other reason too of why I'm making this video here is because like I said, I normally create a letter that I send out to everybody, and in that letter I describe the reason why I make flutes. But because my laptop situation, I wanted to send this video to explain to you why I do what I do. I actually started making flutes quite a number of years ago, and for a while I was essentially making them pretty much one at a time. But then something happened that I had to stop, and I stopped for a while, and the reason being is because, well, let me explain to you. This picture here, Victor, is of my wife. Her name was Suzanne Jean Gullang. My wife was a very funny, a very loving, generous person. She worked for a number of years as a certified nurse's aide, taking care of Alzheimer's patients. But at the same time, she also, starting in 1995, battled cancer for 16 years. It was a cancer that, over a 16-year period, took out her entire family. And my wife was the last surviving member. My wife passed away on August 15, 2011. Before she passed away, she had me make a number of promises to her. One of the promises that she had me make was that I would return to flute making, which I have. Except now, I have a new purpose with my flute making. You know the name of my company is Suzanne Jean Flutes, and that is because every flute that I make, including the one that I sent you, that flute is made in honor and in memory of my wife. And also, every flute that I sell, I do donate a portion of the proceeds, a small portion of the proceeds, to a cancer charity. And I wanted to let you know, Victor, that with you purchasing one of my flutes, you also honor the memory of my wife, and for that, I will always be grateful to you. But the other important thing too, Victor, is because you are special. You are my very first international sale. I have never sold to anyone overseas before. You are the first. So I wanted to make this video to you, first to say your flute is on its way, but also to say thank you, Victor. Thank you for being my first international sale, and thank you especially for honoring the memory of my wife, Sue. For that, I will always be grateful to you. So the flute should be arriving within about a week's time, and I hope it meets and exceeds your expectations. I've made the flute to last for years. If you have any questions on the flute, Victor, or if you have any comments on it, you know how to reach me. You can reach me through eBay. You can also reach me through Suzanne Jean Flutes at my email address. But again, Victor, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being my first international sale, and thank you for honoring the memory of my wife, Sue. If anything, Victor, you take care.